Yo, guys, I gotta ask you something real. Alright? When you look at the world right now, doesn't it feel like things are spiraling out of control? Everywhere you turn, wars, disaster, technology moving faster than we can even keep up. Prices are rising. It makes you wonder, are we actually living in the end times? Because we're not gonna answer ourselves. We do know the Bible gives us clear signs. And honestly speaking, a lot of them are happening right now before our eyes. In our lifetime, they're all happening right now. And if I can take as a reference, it's Matthew 24. Jesus said, there will be wars and rumors of wars, nation rising against nation, famine, earthquakes. Man, just look at the news, right? Russia and Ukraine are still at wars, and thousands of lives are being lost. Israel and Gaza are exploding to another conflict in 2023, and tensions are rising in the Middle East again. On top of that, we are hearing a warning about a possible World War III. Earthquakes, man. We saw the massive earthquake in Turkey in Syria in 2023. So back in 2023, this earthquake killed over 50,000 people, many of them. And famine, I'm not gonna even talk about famine nowadays. Inflation is so high in 2024, 2025 that families can barely afford groceries. And in some part of the world, people are literally starving. I can take many countries as an example, many of them. And don't forget the pandemics that we just came out of. It showed us how one virus could shut down the whole planet. Jesus wasn't exaggerating when he spoke. These are happening right now before our eyes. In Matthew 24, verse 12, says, because lawlessness will abound, the love of family of many will go cold. Wow. Look, man, violence is everywhere. Mass shooting in the US keep happening, stabbing and random attacks in Canada and Europe. People recording fights instead of helping. Families are breaking apart. People don't even show love that much, so hate literally spread faster than love. Why should that? Exactly what Jesus said would happen. It's exactly what Jesus said would happen. People really hate each other. And let's take technology as an example, right? So, if I can also use the Bible as reference, in Revelation 13, it talks about how a system where no one can buy or sell without the mark of the beast. For centuries, people couldn't understand how that was possible. But now, we kind of seeing it. You know, countries are already rolling around, like they're rolling out, like they're talking about central bank digital currencies. So basically, money can be tracked and controlled. In Sweden and China, people already pay almost everything with chips and digital scans. Like in Asia, where I'm currently living right now, I can see that. I can notice this. Even in Canada, conversations about digital ID are growing, and with AI moving so fast, AI chatbots like robots, and even government talking about using AI for surveillance. Tell me this doesn't sound like the exact system the Bible warned us about. In 2 Timothy 3 verse 1 to 5 says, in the last days, people will be lovers of themselves, proud, disobedient, unholy, and lovers of pleasure instead of lovers of God. Today, the truth is being twisted. The truth is being twisted. Things that were once considered sinful are now celebrated as normal. Greed, comparison. Everywhere you turn, people are chasing pleasure instead of chasing God. And the Bible already told us this would happen, and now this is our reality. This is the reality. But listen, don't get it twisted. I'm not saying all this to scare you. I'm saying this to prepare you. Jesus said, I'm literally said that to prepare you. And Jesus said in Luke 21 verse 28, when these things begin to happen, look up, lift your head, and have hope. No, hope that Jesus is near. Do not panic. This is not for you to panic. This is for you to have a hope that the promise, God made that promise to us when He was lift the sky. He said that I will come back. Come back. The same way I was lifted up, I will also come back and come get my disciples, come get the person that believe in me. You know? That means that if we are seeing these signs, it's not the time to panic. It's the time to wake up, to get closer to God, and to live with purpose. Because He promised He's coming back. And He never failed His promise. And those signs remind us His return is closer than ever. Closer than ever. So, are we in the end times? Let's go back a little bit, right? We talk about wars, disaster, technology, inflation, and the way the world is shifting right now. I believe the signs point to yes. But here's the bigger questions. Are you ready? Are we ready? So Matthew 24 verse 44 says, therefore be ready, for the Son of Man is coming at an hour you do not expect. If Jesus came back tomorrow, would you be ready? If Jesus came back right now, would you be ready? Or would you be cut off guard? So, would you be ready? So let me know your thought in the comment. So do you think during the last days? Or do you think each story repeated itself? It just happened because it happened before? Let's just talk about it.